Today we will be talking about chemistry, states of matter, and physical and chemical changes. These correspond with the 4th grade standards for physical sciences. Benchmark A, compare the characteristics of simple physical and chemical changes, and benchmark B, identify and describe the physical properties of matter in its various states. If you want to read all of the standards, feel free to pause the movie, read, and click play. Now you might be wondering, what exactly are physical and chemical changes? But first, you need to know about physical and chemical properties. Physical properties are things like texture, shape, and size. They can be seen when you look at the object. Chemical properties, however, cannot be seen by looking at it or touching the substance. It's all about the internal structure. With ice, you can see the shape, how big it is, what it looks like, how much of it there is, whereas with water, you don't know its chemical properties. Chemical properties are things like the internal structure and how water is made up of 2 hydrogens and 1 oxygen. We will start with physical properties. No matter what state it's in, you know that there are 2 hydrogens and 1 oxygen for each of ice, liquid water, and steam, also known as a gas. Examples of physical change are things such as a change in shape, size, or state, or the mixing of 2 substances, like adding sugar to your Kool-Aid. We'll mostly be talking about changes in state, where a substance can go from being a solid to a liquid to a gas, or from a gas to a liquid to a solid. You can increase the temperature by adding heat, so you've got a high heat situation. And you can also cool a liquid, by putting it in the refrigerator, so that it's a lower temperature. Every substance at some point is a liquid. If you add temperature, you'll get a gas. If you remove temperature, you'll get a solid. No matter what state it's in, the water stays the same, whether it's a liquid or a gas or a solid. No matter what, it's still 2 hydrogens and 1 oxygen. That does not change at all. And the change can happen at any time. You can always melt the ice into water or refreeze the water into ice. That is different from a chemical change. It cannot be undone. Because you can't unbake a cake and you can't unripen a tomato. So other examples of a chemical change include mixing acids with bases, photosynthesis, or the rusting or tarnishing of metals. Other examples include mixing vinegar and baking soda to get your volcano, taking corn and popping it into popcorn, or taking paper, adding a flame, and coming up with ash. You can't glue together the ashes to make paper, and you can't unpop popcorn. Chemical changes cannot be reversed. Evidence of a chemical change, the change of odor or color, change of form, such as the burning of the paper, or the formation of gases appearing as bubbles. If you've ever seen the vinegar and baking soda mix, you know that it bubbles before it spews out the top. If you have any questions, raise your hand at the end of the video. We'll be taking a closer look at this in class today when we complete a lab or 2 about physical and chemical changes. So congratulations, you made it to the end.